in the same time zone as us in the UK. Good time of day if you are somewhere else. I'm Catherine, your sourcing coach in the Recruiting Gym, and I'm joined this morning by Anthony McCormack of Max Staffing. Hi, Anthony. I think you've been on before, haven't you? But
Good
introduce
morning,
yourself
yeah.
to everyone, just in case anyone hasn't seen you before.
Anthony McCormack. I run Max Staff that you'll see behind me. Yeah, I've been on the recruiting gym before. The first time out with Catherine rather than Angela, and really happy to be helping to kick off the Meet Your Recruiter week. It's like a chance to showcase our individuality, but within a supportive community, isn't it? So win-win. Thanks for having me.
Oh, thank you so much for being here. No, it's great. I've this week really trying to get on people who have taken part in Meet Your Recruiter Week in the past. Maybe joined us on one of our Friday shows, where we get on people who participated and stuff, just to get a sense of just, yeah, not necessarily what the challenge is to me, but what the challenge is, what are the people actually taking part in it? So yeah, we're back. If you've not heard of Meet Your Recruiter Week, it's a LinkedIn posting challenge that we run periodically, sort of almost once a quarter. I was looking back at 2023 because of today's prompt. We actually only ran it 3 times in 2023. We ran it in February, June, and October. I think we were trying to space it out and get interesting times of year, because if you do it at the same time of year every time, you end up sort of having similar prompts. So we were sort of moving it about, trying to put it near Valentine's Day, maybe coming away from Halloween this time. Yeah, we tried to make it coincide with the Recruitment Agency Expo as well, to try and get a few more people taking part.
Yeah,
So
you
yeah,
speak at the Rec Expo in Birmingham in October, so I bet that kind of supercharged the Meet Your Recruiter last year, didn't it?
we did see more people taking part from, around the Midlands and the Birmingham area, which was really nice. Yeah, to sort of introduce it to some new recruiters. So what we do is each day we give you a prompt to help inspire a post on LinkedIn. So we try not to be too specific with the prompt. So today the prompt is just 2023, and you can do with that whatever you like. So I might post about Meet Your Recruiter, or I might share something more personal. I'm still, I've still got like 2 posts on the back burner. Maybe I'll end up doing them both. Maybe I'll save the Meet Your Recruiter one for sort of next week or something. Maybe a bit more of a review. But anyway, I'm classic like this. I leave my posts to the last possible minute and expect everybody else to be prepared. Classic me. So Anthony, you have shared a post this morning, very yeah, very open, very personal. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's lovely to see people sort of opening up and sharing. And you can see the response already on LinkedIn in comments. And yeah, it sounds like you had, yeah, a mixed year in 2023, but quite tough.
Yeah, ups and downs, and yeah, feel free to check out the post. But yeah, and that's life, isn't it? I suppose it's like light and shade, isn't it? Like ups and downs, like bittersweet, and I've had the whole lot. Like but I'd love to come on. I'd be quite happy to explain that I've smashed every target last year and been to the club trip in the Bahamas and bought my first Porsche and all that. But it just wasn't last year. It was difficult. It was a bad year financially, worst actually for Max Staff since the first year of inception. And there's reasons, isn't there? There's like macroeconomic things, easy for me to say. And by the kind of mid half of the year, we'd really slowed down. Like there was a lot of headwind with was it interest rates and inflation and things like that. I think candidates started to get really difficult to get hold of first, and then job flow dried up. But like really the main message is that I've got to take accountability for that, like we do as a rule, overall, don't we? It's I'd just been kind of coasting along like the ship was running itself, sort of thing. I'd probably got caught napping, really, and took my foot off the gas. Like I'm not a massive fan of business development, but that it's important to build a healthy pipeline, isn't it? Through high quality and quantity of sales and marketing activity, and I've just neglected that and paid the price for it really. So I'm a little flat-footed coming into 24 now. It's a standing start, but it is what it is. It's like planting a tree, isn't it? Best time to have done business development was like a year ago, and second best time is now.
Mm-hmm. I can certainly relate to that. Yeah, not a huge fan of BD myself either, especially not sort of from a cold calling or messaging point of view. Much more a just networking led kind of person, which I think that's good too. But yeah, and I purposefully took my foot off the gas. I think at the start of 2023, I'd been quite overwhelmed the year before. Had a very busy January and thought I can't have another year like this. And I'd sort of stepped back. But then, of course, when you are ready to go again, as it were, I had very little. So yeah, interesting year. I think we talked before we went live about that balance, and yeah, when you're a small team or a solo person, it can be hard to really get that balance. What's going to be enough and what's going to be too much.
Yeah, we said there's a fine line between feast and famine, isn't there? When you've not got a massive kind of delivery team, and yeah, maybe kind of God or the universe kind of looked after things for me, and I did kind of need some space, probably like mentally, like for everything else in life, like other than doing deals as a recruiter. So live to tell the tale, and looking forward to cracking on this year.
Yeah, as long as we take lessons into next year, I think it's it can't be bad, can it? I'm just going to have a look at the chat, see who's saying hello. Morning, Charlotte. Morning, Angela. Hi, Pascal and Donovan. Yeah, lovely. Therese as well. Hello. Sheen. Oh, hi, Louise. Oh, look at everyone this morning. Everyone's saying hello. Vanessa says, happy 2024 to all of you. Yes, indeed. We're being very backward looking this morning, which feels a little strange on the 8th of January. Normally I'm, all new year all the time by this point in the year. But yeah, being forced to stop and sort of look back. With a little bit of distance maybe this morning. Yeah, welcome to 2024, everybody, and thank you so much for tuning in live as well. So obviously this week we've got 4 other prompts. Any of those you're looking forward to?
Like I'm a sourcing person, much like yourself at the Cup and Saucer, I guess. Primarily, I do a lot of kind of work for other team partners, for example, as the guy who finds the candidates. So I'm looking forward to. I think it's tomorrow, isn't it? The advice on CVs and things like that. I've got a whole chapter in my book actually of job search, job done, which is kind of related to kind of preparing a great CV. I think probably stuff that's not in there that's increasingly important is about having your location on the CV. I think it kind of became kind of fashionable to take it off, maybe for security and because of increased amount of remote roles, but kind of we want to know and the client wants to know, so I think get the location on there, and also eligibility to work in the UK. Like that's a complex subject now, isn't it? And a real increasing amount of people are international students or applying from overseas, so clarity on that right there on the CV is a couple of tips I think in advance.
Lovely. Oh, excellent. Right, well, I'm going to remind everyone that if they want to see your post, there is a link in the chat. If you scroll up near the top, Recruiting Jim has shared a few helpful links this morning, and one of those is a link to Anthony's post. Please go and support, like, comment, and good things like that. You can also find a link to the hashtag page on LinkedIn. So you can go there and see a selection of posts from the challenge, probably. LinkedIn isn't the best at putting everything that has been shared with a certain hashtag on the hashtag page. But by following the hashtag and checking out that page, you will probably see a nice selection of stuff from the challenge this week. And it will probably help anyone who you are already connected with who's sharing to bring their stuff into your feed as well. And don't forget to use the hashtag Meet Your Recruiter Week on your posts, because that helps us to find your posts, and then we can like and share and comment, and give your posts a boost so that hopefully you get a lift in engagement this week. And yeah.
Good shout. Just like technical question, like does Meet Your Recruiter and Meet Your Recruiter Week like both work? Like, is it more the merrier or one or the other?
So we do we promote Meet Your Recruiter, but just because it's shorter, I think. We promote that as the main hashtag. I do occasionally see people using Meet Your Recruiter Week. So we do try to check that and see if that helps us find any more posts that might have been missed. But we mostly encourage following and using just Meet Your Recruiter. But that's a great question, because we do refer to it as Meet Your Recruiter Week as well. So yeah, it's an easy one for people to sort of interchange them. So yeah, we will keep an eye on Meet Your Recruiter Week, but mostly we're trying to grow followers and we promote Meet Your Recruiter on its own. Thank you. That's a very good point. Yeah, so today's prompt is 2023. If you want to prepare for tomorrow, you will be sharing CV tips, as Anthony says. So hopefully that's something everyone can get involved with. If you're thinking maybe not CVs aren't what you're looking for mostly, but maybe LinkedIn profiles, do go ahead and share a tip on LinkedIn profiles as well. As always, you don't have these prompts aren't there to be too prescriptive. You can make it your own. Yeah, feel free. Lovely. Okay, well, later today, actually, over on the Cup and Saucer page this morning, I shared some hashtag tips as well. So do go check that out. Do find that. I will pop a link to that in the chat as well. That's just a little bit of research that we've been doing, trying to find hashtags with lots of followers that might be relevant to your posts. So we will put one of those up on the Cup and Saucer page each morning this week. So if you want to go check that out. I'll try and put a post up with them all on as well at some point if I get time. So keep an eye out for that as well. Yeah, happy posting and happy commenting and liking and everything. Thank you so much, Anthony, for taking part in the challenge and for joining me this morning.
Yeah, no worries. Have fun with it, everybody, and let's support each other.
Yeah, and happy 2024. Okay, see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.